How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Box to Box. The Europa League is back and we've got FC Zurich away first. When the draw was being made, I said to myself, how am I going to find a Zurich fan? How am I going to find, the fans of some Europa League teams? I know PSV is probably a bit easier considering the size and the stature, and sometimes they've been in the Champions League. But with Zurich, you reached out to me. I checked my DMs and I see Kevin. I open the message and I see, listen, if you're in Zurich, I want to link up. If you're not in Zurich, I want to do box to box. And I said, listen, I love that. I love that. You don't need a channel. You don't need social media to be on this show. You just need to be a big fan of the club you support. And you're a season ticket holder, Kevin. So welcome, Kevin, to the Box to Box. I was about to say the Big Six show. Welcome to Box to Box. How's it going, Kevin? You good?
I'm good, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. As I've mentioned, big Zurich fan, been going to all the home games, as well as a big Arsenal fan. And that's how this connection came about. It's literally the dream. I've been dreaming about this moment, especially from last year, since we became Swiss champions. And Arsenal, I was hoping for them to be in the top four and for us to meet there in the Champions League. But hey, I'll still take a Europa League on the Zurich point of view, obviously,
Yeah.
just to meet my favorite team, man. So thank you very much again for this great opportunity.
No worries, man. Like you said, we was talking off air, and you told me, a background about yourself and how you got into football and supporting Zurich from early. At the age of 16, you moved over just down the road to Wembley. You started following Arsenal. You were going to the games. You mentioned the Ozil transfer and being on the streets for that. And then obviously you headed back to Zurich some years later, and you're still a season ticket holder. But like you said, it must be a dream come true that both clubs, got each other, because growing up, Fenerbahce, being Turkish, my family were big Fenerbahce fans. And I
Okay.
used to see them watching Fenerbahce on the TV. So when
Yeah.
I saw Fenerbahce in the draw, that's something I wanted for Arsenal too, because that would have been somewhat of a dream come true. So I
Yeah.
understand the feeling
Yeah.
you've
I,
got
I
from this.
think they did meet up though, Fenerbahce and Arsenal in the Champions League playoff or something
Yeah.
like that. Because I
Yeah,
remember
we
watching
have we
that
have
game.
played. Yeah, we have played,
Yeah.
but it's been a little while. It's been a little
Yeah.
while, and I think with Arsenal being in the Europa Leagues, a competition that I think we are bigger than for sure, better than no.
Yeah.
I'd say that's for sure too. I think it is our level at the moment, but I want to be back in the Champions League, as you alluded to as well.
Hmm.
But let's get into Zurich. You mentioned that you won the title last season. You've won a few titles over the last 20 years, but the one last season, what's changed from the end of last season? Because I checked the table and you won it pretty comfortably, but going into this season, first 7 games, you haven't won a game, drawn a couple, lost 5, and you sit ninth out of 10 teams in the league.
10th. That's right. That's right. You are right there, man. Because yeah, I mean, we are the defending champions, and I hate to say it, but we are officially the worst defending champions of this country, especially the season start. No one has picked up so less points. No one hasn't even got a victory. I mean, Zurich is the first defending champion that hasn't got a victory at this stage. And what has changed is we've lost key players. We've lost a striker called Cisse, who's gone
Yeah,
to Lecce.
scorer for you
Um,
guys this season.
yeah, and it was his contract ran out, and we had to let him go. So I mean, he wanted to go. We lost Dumbia, who's gone to Lugano. It's also a Swiss team, but they've got rich owners.
They just beat
So
you, right? The last
they
fixture.
did, they
Yeah.
they did, and he played against us in our home, and he was better than all of our midfield together. So we also gave him away for free. I mean, his contract ran out as well. We've lost Wilfried Nyonto, who just went to Leeds on deadline day. He's an 18-year-old kid. He's an Italian. Last season, he was very key for us, especially because he came in the last 20 minutes. He has that pace, and he was troubling the defense of our position. And yeah, it was. Those are key players that we've lost. But in my opinion, we've lost the most important man, which is our coach, Andre
Mm.
Breitenreiter. He came last season. He joined us last season, and Turkish. The season before that, we were eighth, and the season before that, we were seventh. And when this coach came in, he made us champions. From eighth
Yeah.
to number one, and out when we've only got 10 teams in the league. So that's
Yeah.
a massive jump, as well as we surprised the whole league. And this coach, Andre Breitenreiter, who we've lost to Hoffenheim, he was really the key for us. He changed the way we played last season. We played with three at the back. This season we're not playing three at the, we're playing four at the back. So that has kind of knocked our rhythm, to be honest. And we to be honest, every time our new manager for this season he switches back to back three, we play better. And then he switches to back four and we play bad.
Yeah.
So we are still kind of figuring out. The current manager we have is Franco Foda. I'm not sure if you know him. He was
No.
the previous Austrian manager.
Okay.
So as soon as I think the World Cup qualification ended, which they didn't qualify, I think they sacked him, and then we got him.
Yeah.
So yeah, because there were a lot of changes over the summer, we've let important players go, and in my opinion, we haven't got the right manager in, and the table don't lie.
Yeah. What's
Unfortunately.
obviously you're a fan of the Premier League as well, and like you said, you follow Arsenal. But what's it
Mm,
like over there for managers? You know what it's like for managers over here with the media, the fans, social media, all of that. The
mm.
pressure is intense. It's game by game, and everything can swing it. But coming from 90 minutes, but over there, is he under pressure yet? Is there, is it more, give time?
Um, Honestly, from the fans' point of view, he's very much under pressure. I would say if you ran a poll, 90% of the Zurich fan base would say we need to get rid of him.
Yeah.
But our president, he isn't. He's very reluctant to let him go, and he has a history of doing that. Whenever we are really bad, he doesn't sack. He wants to keep them. Wants to keep the managers. I mean, if I go back about 4 years ago, we used to have Sami Hyypiä as our coach. You know him, ex-Liverpool player, and that season, I think we sacked him about five rounds before the end of the season, and we got relegated. Yeah. So we brought in a legendary player, ex-player, thinking that he can do it on a managerial level, but it didn't work out. And I feel we are going towards that same direction where our president doesn't want to let him go, for whatever reasons. And I think generally for clubs like Zurich and below, that is more or less like the culture. They just want to see till the last moment. Top teams like Basel and Young Boys, they are very ruthless. I would say give it time to January, and if they're not happy, they will sack them. That's what happened last season with those two teams.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, now I can hear
Yeah, sorry,
you.
I was on mute there.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been a turbulent time over there at Zurich. I'm hearing
Mm,
relegation, I'm hearing league titles, I'm hearing losing players for free.
mm,
Arsenal have gone through a turbulent time of their own over the last few years, not as deep as a relegation, but we've lost players for free. We haven't really utilized transfer windows as well as we have done in maybe the last couple.
mm-hmm.
But we started the season pretty well. You obviously saw what happened on Sunday against United. Our first
Yeah.
big test against a big six side. Played well, but playing well doesn't put points on the board. It was an unfortunate end to a decent performance, but the end is what matters. And United
Yeah.
walked away 3-1 winners. Overall, I'd still say I'm looking positively upon the season, but I am a bit worried considering a couple of the injuries and the lack of
Mm,
depth in certain positions now.
mm-hmm.
I just hope we bounce back in the league against Everton. But
Mm.
against you guys, I'm assuming we're gonna, mix it up a little bit. I want to see Fabio Vieira start. Yeah, I want to see maybe Eddie Nketiah start. Not maybe. We've only got two strikers, so Eddie Nketiah starting. Marquinhos, another summer
Mhm.
signing. I want to see him starting. And when you look at Zurich's start to the season, like you said, the morale's a bit low and questions about the manager. I think we can get away with starting some of these
Oh,
players and
bro.
getting them in.
Honestly, I think you could even throw in the under 23s, and they would beat us because confidence level we are low. We are, scared to play. However, I have to say, in the European competition, we played first against Karabakh for the Champions League qualification, and we lost. But we gave them a good run, and then we played Linfield, and we beat them. and then we played Hearts from Scotland,
Yeah.
and we beat them. So European competition, they have a bit of an edge. They know that they are on an international stage.
Did you beat Hearts home and away, right? You did, didn't it?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, we did. And honestly, I didn't think we would do it, but thank God we did. So European on the European stage, we do play much better than domestically,
Mm-hmm.
because I think first of all, it's also a great opportunity for these players to show who they are,
Yeah.
because you're on TV and on an international scene. And obviously, if we are being really honest, they're not going to be with FC Zurich forever, a one club man. They want to go on a different level, probably to Bundesliga, and then from Bundesliga, they jump again. So in the European competition, we've been doing really well. However, I still think Arsenal, because I've been speaking to a lot of fans with our Zurich fans, and they are all scared. And scared in the sense they are excited. Of course, such a big team is coming to see us, but just for the well-being of our team, man, it's gonna be. We just don't want to be embarrassed, because we don't want to be embarrassed from Basel fans and Young Boys fans, especially Young Boys fans who beat Man United last season in the
Yeah,
Champions
yeah,
League.
yeah.
In the Champions League. So we'll see.
What
I
about,
really hope we give it a good fight. At the end of the day, we want to see commitment and desire. Just
what
go
about the
in for every
stadium
ball.
situation? Regarding the stadium, it's being played elsewhere. Will you still have the fan base there to create the atmosphere
Yeah.
necessary?
Yes. The stadium situation, just to say it briefly, we don't own a stadium. We hire it out from the city of Zurich. And unfortunately, this Thursday, there is a athletics meeting going on in that stadium. So we are forced to move to St. Gallen, which is about an hour away. But tickets got sold out within an hour. And
Okay, nice.
usually, the average capacity for a Zurich match, because we have a 30,000 seater, on an average, we hit about 10,000 to 15,000. But
Yeah,
this game, it got sold out within an hour.
yeah,
Yeah, and for us, especially in my case, for us, it's not about beating Arsenal and all that. For us, the aim is to bring these teams over here. you
yeah,
know we want, this is prestige for us. This is a once in 10 years kind of thing.
yeah,
10 years ago, 12 years ago, we had AC Milan and Real Madrid coming to see us. We were in the same group in the Champions League. It was Ronaldo's very first Real Madrid season with Kaká and Benzema.
yeah, yeah,
And when we got drawn to them, it's like we hit the lottery.
yeah.
And that is what it's all about. We want these teams to come here to Zurich, and we want to see them play the best players in the world.
Well, you mentioned Ronaldo, Benzema, Kaká.
Mm,
Arsenal are coming to town. Who do you want to see as someone who hasn't got to see Arsenal as regularly as you probably have liked to, considering you used to live here and follow the
mm.
club? But who do you want to see at least given 20, 30 minutes, if not start the game?
Ooh, 20, 30 minutes. I'd love to see Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus.
I
But
thought they would
honestly, I
do that.
don't think they will make the trip. Personally, I want to see them,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But from an Arsenal fan, don't make
Perspective.
the flight. Stay
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
Because we have other priorities. I mean, from an Arsenal point of view,
Mm,
this is an Europa League against Zurich, and it's the first game in the group. I mean, even
mhm,
if there was a loss for Arsenal, which would make news all over the world,
mhm.
but I think they should stay back and give the youngsters an opportunity, just like you mentioned, Marquinhos and Vieira.
Yeah.
I'm personally, I want to see Marquinhos because he's been doing really well in the under 23s as well.
Yes. Yes.
And this is a fantastic opportunity for him on an international stage to play for the first time, first
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
Marquinhos and Vieira is someone, both of them I would love to see. But I do believe that Arteta will play
Yeah.
the B team or the C team
Yeah,
if there is one.
I'm with you on that. I think Marquinhos and Vieira, I'm very eager to see both equally. I want to see
Mm,
what they can bring to us in the Premier
mm,
League, and
And Nketiah, I would say as well. I would love to see Nketiah start from minute one
he
because
will.
so far, especially when he came in, he has really impressed me with the way he's playing. It seems that he's gained a bit more pace, a bit more power in the sense he's a bit more physical. So I feel like he's jumped a bit from last season to this season, but he needs game time.
Yeah,
You know, he
he's
need.
got a bit more guile about him in terms of
Yes,
his
there is
timing. And
something different about him when I see him on television. There's something different. Even the way he held the ball against Aston Villa was, I haven't seen him
yeah,
do that or
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
with
I
that
think
power and the pace. Yeah.
I think he's looked at his game and over the last 12 months and thought to himself, what can I bring? And he's
Mm,
brought some stuff that he didn't necessarily bring before. It's just now, if you get the start, bang the goals. I think it'd be a perfect setting for him. Zurich haven't started the season well.
mm,
We're going over there. You'll get potentially the 90 minutes, Eddie. Go get a
mm.
couple goals. And on a
Yeah.
couple of goals, prediction time, Kevin. What were you
Oh.
saying about the prediction?
My mind says 3-0 can go to 5-0. My heart and what I would love to see just for Zurich and for our people, I'd love a 1-1, a 1-0, but that would be a huge shock, trust me, because if we can't even buy a win in the league, how are we going to do it against the mighty Arsenal? You know, and Arsenal, let's put some respect on Arsenal. They're still number one in the Premier League, you know, and the best team of the Premier League is coming to Switzerland, and we are going to embrace it. I'm going to embrace it. It's my team, and I would say my heart 1-1, 1-0 for Zurich, obviously because I
Yeah,
represent Zurich. For that
yeah.
game, for one game, I represent Zurich. But I think Arsenal will win this easy, 3-0. It can
Yeah.
go to 5-0 easy because Arsenal, the way they are playing, also they have a free-flowing football going on.
Hmm.
We're creating a lot of chances. We're not finishing it, but we are
Yeah.
creating a lot of chances.
Yeah.
So against the lesser teams, like I mean Zurich, respectfully, I think we can make it.
On Forever Arsenal, I predicted 3-0, but I'm tempted to say 4 because of the poor start to the season, the
Mm,
amount of goals conceded, 16 conceded in the first 7 games. But 3-4-0.
yeah,
Let
I
me
would
go with
say so as
4-0.
well.
Let me change mine to 4-0. Why not? So you're
Hmm.
going 3-0 ahead, but you want a 1-0 or 1-1 uh,
Yeah,
because Zurich's your club.
it will be a party. Trust
Yeah, I
me.
can imagine. I can
Trust
imagine.
me, it would be a party. It's like the World Cup is going on or something. It would be the streets would be lit up if Zurich can beat Arsenal. It, it, it'll be a miracle.
Well, listen, I'm going to say enjoy, Kevin, but just not enjoy too much because I am an Arsenal fan and I don't really care about Zurich. But it is what it is. Kevin, thank you for coming on, man. Appreciate you giving us your time, man. And I really hope you do enjoy the game. Like I said, you followed Arsenal over here.
Mhm.
And when you was over here, Zurich is your club. So somewhat of a dream come true, man. I hope you enjoy, my guy.
Thank you very much, Turkish. Thank you for the opportunity.
And people in the chat, leave us your thoughts and comments and predictions in the comment section below. Hit the like button as always, and love for the love. We are out. On to FC Zurich.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.